The Simpsons. I can't think of any show that matches The Simpsons in quite the amount of characters that they have with their own unique backstories, which really made it difficult for me to pick just one to make a video about. In the end, however, I decided to do a video about Principal Skinner. With that said, I was debating whether or not I should include the episode The Principal and the Pauper in this character study, and ultimately I decided against it, because I figured that that could be a video for another day. So without ado, let's get right into it.
Hey, is there a Butts here? Seymour Butts? Hey, everybody! I want to see more Butts!
The first thing I'd like to talk about Principal Skinner is his work ethic. So we all know that Principal Skinner works at Springfield Elementary, and as we've seen on many occasions, he's quite passionate about what he does, although very ineffectual. This is evidenced by his constant belittlement by Super Nintendo Chalmers and his ongoing troubles with Bart Simpson. In the face of it all, though, Seymour is not about to give up. He's dedicated to his job to the point that he's willing to track down students who are playing hooky to make sure that they get a decent education, because we all know that a good education is the key to a good future.
Come on, Edna, we both know these children have no future.
Despite his determination and his passion at what he does, Skinner is a very weak man. And I'm not talking in a physical sense, I mean mentally and emotionally. Although, it can get physical. Like in the Treehouse of Horror where Dr. Frank's father literally rips his spine out. I know it's not canon, but that's a good visual metaphor for the type of person Skinner is. I mean, we're talking about a man who is basically a doormat for everyone he encounters. Hell, even his own mother treats him like dirt.
Lost your spine, huh? You just keep finding new ways to disappoint me. Oh, a panic attack, huh? Well, I'll give you something to panic about.
Despite being in his 40s, Skinner still lives with his mother, who, like I said earlier, she treats him like crap. But they do have some moments where they genuinely appear to care for each other. His relationship with his mother is so strange that it literally is like a Norman Bates type of situation. So, yeah. Horror. The part about Principal Skinner's character that I have always liked is the fact that he was in the Vietnam War. And in early seasons especially, we get good insight into his experience. For instance, he once broke down after recalling a friend who got shot to death because Bart Simpson gave some joke heart candies to people for Valentine's Day. Cut to another episode, and he reveals that an elephant ate his entire platoon. Now, these are just a few of his experiences that have helped make him who he is, at least in my eyes. And despite the horrors that he's experienced, he's stated that the army was the only thing in his life that ever gave him any meaning. It's a shame that modern Simpsons episodes don't delve into this part of Skinner's life. It's one of those details that really gave his character extra depth and, really made you feel for who he was. And sympathize with him, more importantly. Here's a fun fact for you. When he was in a Viet Cong internment camp, his prisoner number was the same as Jean Valjean in Les Mis.
Now, prisoner 24601, your time is up and your parole's begun.
Okay, so I know I'm not the only one who feels this way when I say that I wish that they would have kept Principal Skinner together with Mrs. Krabappel. I mean, we got to watch these two have their relationship grow, and they were pretty much made for each other. We have Skinner, a man who's been constantly beat down by the world around him, yet he never gives up. Meanwhile, Mrs. Krabappel is very jaded, and she just doesn't give a shit anymore. In the end, though, as much as I would have liked them to stay together, unfortunately, life does not turn out the way we want it to, But that's just something that I wish they would have done.
If you come home, I won't die alone, and that's what I'd prefer.
So all in all, Skinner was always one of my favorite side characters on The Simpsons. As I've said before, he's constantly trampled upon by the world around him, and yet he never gives up. And he always strives for the best for his students and those around him, and for that I admire him. Come back soon and I'll talk about the principal and the pauper. And stick around if you want to see more videos like this one. Until then, have a nice time and I'll see you later. Bye.